you gotta worry about.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Ferm, and today I'm going to be showing you a much requested tutorial. It's how to do 2D animation and intros in Cinema 4D. So let's jump right into it. But first off, before we do anything, I would highly appreciate it if you guys could go to my channel, go to the first link in the sub box and then subscribe. It's my motion graphics team. If you are good at motion graphics, you should go ahead and send me some of your work, and if you're good enough, you'll get in. We only have 5 people, so yeah. Alright, so yeah, let's jump right in. For reference purposes, I'll be using the evil intro to show you everything and all that. I might skip to a few other intros too. Alright, so let's jump right in. Let me just open up Cinema 4D. And pretty much, guys, the basis of 2D animation in Cinema 4D is it's spline masking. So if you don't know what spline masking is, Grayscale Gorilla did a tutorial on it a while back where he has, like, I think he called it the cascading text effect or something. I did my own little rendition of that. It's on my channel somewhere. Alright, so when you open up Cinema 4D, you have your view, and it's default at this angle. So what you're first gonna want to do is rotate your view, and then line up this little blue z-axis marker. Line it up with the oh, sorry about that. Line it up with the y-axis, the green marker, and then center everything along the this dashed line, which is your horizon. So that means that you're on the very front view. If that didn't make any sense to you guys, just rotate this until you're facing straight at the z-axis, you know. So now if you add something, it's flat and you render it and it looks two-dimensional. So, but we don't use cubes. We just use a plane, for example. Okay, so first thing I like to do when I open up something is change my size. And now I'm just going to be showing you how to do basic spline masking. But actually first, you know, I'll open up the evil intro for you guys, and then I'll show you the components of that. Might break it down really quick. It might run a little laggy because, I don't know, my computer sucks, but first let me fix that. There we go. I think it's fixed. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, we're good. Alright. Okay, so the intro starts off, it's just a plane that is gray, and then I have a light right here, an area light with a soft shadow map. As you can see in the background, there is an HDRI map. That's just for these little things right here, so they reflect the HDRI image, as you can see right there. So it looks nice. That was the only reason for the HDRI map. I add the plane behind it, so, and the area map, so when I render it out, you get a nice shadowing behind the logo and everything. So everything, all the animation you're seeing right now is spline masked, with the exception of these little bubbles and these lines. Those are just hand animated. But everything else here is spline masking, except that too. That's scaling. But like that, it's all spline mask, all of that. So right now, I will go back into the other window and show you just how to do that really simply. Alright, so like I said earlier, line up your view so you're facing it like dead on. Then I'm going to go ahead and change my size. It's just OCD, you don't really have to do this. Okay, now I'm just going to give you a quick little example one. So I'm going to get, let's pick 3 colors. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. Red. Yellow. And green. Okay, so once you have your 3 colors, here, let me go back to the evil intro really quick and show you what I'm going to be showing. So what I'm going to show you right now is this little effect right here where it crosses in. That's a spline mask effect. And the good thing about teaching spline masking is once you teach it one way, it's pretty easy to understand how you could use it in different situations, and it's really versatile. It's one of the most useful things I've learned in Cinema 4D, so I hope it is for you guys as well. So let's start out with a square. Let's make it 200 by 200. I want to make it even. And then if we go to our evil intro, this square right here that I just made in the other one is going to be this black square. So let's go back. This is going to be the black square, or what the black square is the equivalent to. So we've gotten that. Now we want to copy it 4 times and paste it 4 times. Sorry. So we have 4 more. So we have a total of 5. Let's go back because we need these extra 4 for all of these corners. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have the center one, which is 5. So let's go here, and now we're going to take these 4 new ones that we just created, and we'll make them half the size. So 100 by 100. And now what you're going to want to do is, you can just do this by eye. It doesn't have to be exact. Just drag each rectangle into the very corner of the big square. And keep in mind that these are splines, these aren't actually rectangles or squares, so if I render them out, you're not going to see anything. It'll just be black. Okay, that. Oops. And that. Alright. So now we're going to want to select the 4 little squares and then hit the keyframe button because we want them to be here at frame 30. And we're going to move them up, or move the frame bar up to frame 60. And now let's move all of these rectangles or squares or whatever into the center and then keyframe them. So let's keyframe that one. Now if you don't know what keyframing is, you shouldn't be watching this because you have to have a basic understanding of animation to be able to do this. Alright, let's keyframe this one. Once again, this doesn't have to be perfect. Just more looks good. Alright, and we'll have to probably make some adjustments later. Let's put that there, but I think, yeah, I want that a little bit taller. There we go. Okay, so we should have a nice little animation, yeah. So those are going in, but right now you can't really see anything, it just looks like 4 squares closing in on one big square. So now here's where we add the spline mask. Let's go to Objects tab, Modeling, Spline Mask. Let's copy and paste it, I don't know, 5 times, or 4 times, I don't know. Now we're going to take our big square, put it in a spline mask, and then pick any of the other squares, doesn't matter which one, and then put that in. And what that did is that connected these 2 splines. So now, even when they're animated, they're still connected. They close off on one another. And we want this little one to disappear, but we want the center one to remain there. So there's 4 different options. It's just hit and miss. Let's try A subtract B. It's not that. B subtract A. That's what we want right there. So it starts off full and then closes in. And now we're just going to do the same thing. So drag that in. Drag the spline mask into a new spline mask. And then drag the rectangle. And then we learned from the last time that was B subtract A. Do the same thing over again, and just do this for the remaining ones. And like I said, guys, once you have a basic understanding of this, you can really do any type of 2-dimensional animation. So there, we have this little shish kebab thing. Looks pretty cool, in my opinion. And now we're going to just take an extrude NURBS and then drag the spline mask in, so now it's visible. Now we can see it when we render. I'm going to go ahead and make this only 2 centimeters thick. Alright, so now to get that other effect. So if we just watch this through, it's just one cross, one color. If we go to the evil intro, we can see that there's 3 different colors. We have black, and then white, and then red, and they go off at different times. So let's do that next. This is really simple. So pick the color that you want the top one to be. This is going to be the top one, so we'll make it, we'll make it red. And then we're going to copy and paste it, and now let's make it the next color, so we'll make it yellow. And now we're going to want to select the new one, go to coordinates, and then hit up on the z-axis a few times, maybe 5 times, so it's 5 units behind the red one. So if we were to look at it, we would see that the yellow one's actually slightly behind the red one. So now let's copy and paste the yellow one, and then move it 5 units behind the previous one, and then make it green. But as you can see, if we play it through, it's still the exact same. It's just the red. Now to fix that, we're gonna offset our keyframe points. So select the yellow one because we're gonna leave the first one, which is the red one, as it is, and select both keyframe points, and then let's drag them up 2 times. Let's do the same thing to the green one, but it has to be from the last point. So 1, 2, then 1, 2. There we go. So now if we play it through, we have a nice little colored Rasta animation thing. But as you can see, that's just your basic spine mask animation. Using this, you can branch out and do whatever you want and really make a badass intro. So yeah, I hope you guys found this somewhat helpful, and if you have any questions or concerns, just leave them in the comment section, and I'll be sure to try and reply to all of them. So yeah, peace out, guys.